of fear, raise our hands in the air, screaming, we are still here.
I'm Shanika Benjamin. I'm a spoken word poet, writer, Croydon's first poet laureate, and also the founder of a youth organisation called Young People Insight CIC, which is all about empowering young people aged 16 to 26 through creativity, conversation, and writing. I was kind of a bit like frustrated about it and about kind of being kept inside, and certain things of like my career are going to be impacted by that, which was a bit frustrating to me. But then I came to really embrace it because I really kind of thought, okay, so it's time just to calm down and slow down. And I actually needed that. A really big thing I've noticed, definitely as an artist, is how this has had an effect on the arts, like the theatres, the way they're just in peril and the way they have just shut down and just like stood still has been like really insane to see. And I've missed like going to the theatre and to shows as well, to see how that horrible, annoying campaign about, oh, Fatima may have to retrain as an electrical engineer when she was a ballerina, like trying to force us into other career avenues as if the arts itself is not actually a real career. I think this time had a huge impact on transformer activism because everyone was forced to sit still. Things like George Floyd being murdered, and people just really honing in on that, and everything that's just been happening, because there's been so many nuts things happening all the time. I think having everyone just to sit there and just really tune into that has led to people really coming forward and wanting to make moves. People just starting up organisations and movements and realising they can do like little things for themselves, little things like buying from a local organisation, buying from a black company, just starting a little movement, starting a little group where people can just come and talk together. People are just realising that they have the ability to do things, and it doesn't have to be anything huge or like this ridiculous like global scale. It can be little community things, because those things make the most difference. So I'm seeing just people just seeing what they can do and doing their own little thing, and it's just rippling and rippling, and it's wonderful to see it grow. I hope that everyone can just work together towards a common good, because I find that people are doing more things, but there's still a lot of divisiveness, there's still a lot of hate, and this person's got issue with that person. Just everyone coming together to work to a common good of equality and justice for everyone, to see all the grassroots kind of joining up and being supported to make a difference in the world. I think people are realising that there is more of us than there are of them. So just really rising up and making a real stand and just being like real rebels. I want to just get people together. I want to continue using my art to inspire others, to empower others, to inform others about things that are going on. I want to be able to, work against eradicating homelessness. I want to ensure people aren't getting deported because they are homeless. Like, I want to continue to ensure that I'm empowering everyone to make their voices heard and to make their mark on the world in any way they can. Because if I can inspire someone to do that, and they can inspire someone to do that, then we'll keep making changes together. Just keep on doing more of what I'm doing, more of spreading love, ensure that I get my show Love Warrior developed and out there so that people feel motivated and think about the way that they spread love and the way they love others, that it doesn't have to be a huge thing. And to get my book out there finally, and to just finally start my project with young black men, which I'm really passionate about. There's so many things that I want to do, but I just really want to get people's voices heard and ensure that they feel it, able to use their voice, and that they should never ever be silenced.